Now we need to turn Stan into Neo. This process starts with creating his signature sunglasses. We do this by starting with the curve. We will model one side of the glasses and then copy it or mirror it to the other side to make the complete pair. We make the curve in the general shape of one half of the glasses. Don't worry about it being smooth and exact. We will take care of this by manipulating the points. Here you can see that although the curve has very few points, it can be modeled into complex and intricate shapes by modifying the handles and the control points. These handles have an elastic effect on the curve around them, and you'll see that it stretches like a rubber band. This makes it very easy to model very complex shapes. Be sure that as you're creating this frame, not to make it too blocky. After all, Neo wears the coolest of glasses in the movie, and you want this version of him to be no different. When the outline is complete, we click on a tool such as Sweep to convert it to a polygon. Now we need to start to model the lens of the sunglasses, which are going to be slightly thinner than the frame, and also shinier. You'll notice that you need even fewer points for this shape, as it is much simpler than the frame we just created. Simply edit the points so that it fits nicely within the frame, and when you're satisfied with how it looks, turn it into a polygon in a similar way by clicking on the Sweep tool like this. The next step would be to glue both of these pieces together like this. Now we switch the views, and we rotate it forward. Now in order to make these glasses curve around Stan's head, we'll be using Boolean subtraction and intersection tools in combination with a simple cylinder. As you can see, right-clicking and dragging on the magic ring increases the smoothness of the cylinder. We need to do this in order to create a smooth curve for the sunglasses. Now, we take our frame and we lengthen its shape slightly. We position it, making sure that part of it is within the cylinder we just created. Our next step is to unglue the frame and the lens like this. Now, we right-click on the Boolean Actions menu to bring up the options. We select Keep Drill so that the cylinder remains after subtraction, and we subtract the cylinder from both the frame and the lens in order to give the back of both a smooth shape. To smooth out the front, we switch our view and we increase the size of the cylinder. We now disable the Keep Drill option, and we make a quick copy using the Ctrl-C shortcut. We use object intersection on both the frame and the lens, and you'll notice that now the front of the sunglasses is also smoothed out. We need to be sure that we decrease the size of the lens slightly, and later on, you'll want to cut a hole through the middle of the frame in order to make the lens visible. Now that this is done, we glue the lens and the frame together, and we decrease its thickness a little. This is to make it look a little thinner. Now we switch to the top view, and we can see the curve of the frame much better. We now make a copy of this object. We're going to be using the mirror tool on it. The mirror tool flips the object over and allows us to use it for the right-hand side of the glasses. Switching back to the top, we position it over on the right-hand side. Make sure that you rotate it just right so that the curve lines up with the curve of the left side of the glasses. Once you think you have it done, do a quick test render to see how it looks. The legs of the glasses can be modeled in exactly the same way, so there is no need to show them in detail. I went ahead and already modeled a full pair of glasses, and now I'm going to load them, as well as the stand model we previously created. In order to position these glasses, we're going to use the left and the front views in order to put them properly on the model. As you can see, South Park characters don't have ears, so you have to estimate where the glasses rest on the sides of the head. The best thing to do is leave them level with the horizon and position them on the eyes. Now we switch into a solid modeling mode in order to help us change Stan's colors into those of Neo. After doing a little research on Neo, I noticed that he wears nothing but black. I considered making all of Stan's clothes black, including his hat. However, a completely black clothed character is a little boring. So in order to add a little contrast, I made the rim of his hat white, and also a little ball that goes on top. Also, Neo doesn't wear gloves, so we need to change the color of Stan's hands to that of his face. Here we use the Inspect tool to switch the current color to that of his face, then we color his hands accordingly. The only other part that we need to color now is the glasses, which are also black. So we simply click and drag, and we color every part of the glasses individually. Now, You have to be sure that the lens of the glasses has a shinier look. For this we're going to be using the same black, but we're going to adjust the shininess and the specularity sliders like this. Now we just click and drag and color it the same way. We now do a final test render to see how Stan's transformation to Neo has turned out.